Hey Josh, I see you have Valorant installed on your computer. I didn't know that I was friends with a washed-up CSGO player.
Hey, fuck you, Arnold. You're just mad that CSGO is becoming more irrelevant every year, while Valorant is only getting higher and evolving as time goes on.
CSGO is the most played game on Steam. It is over 10 years old and is still going strong. CS was big because of its phenomenal impact on the multiplayer scene in the 2000s. Valorant is only popular by association of the company it's under. If it was made by anyone else, it would have been nothing more than a mid-tier F2P shooter that faded into obscurity.
Look, I respect the fact that CSGO is still a popular game, and CS 1.6 still hits hard today. But CSGO is only being kept on life support by its concurrent players, and the competitive scene is only thriving in Europe. NA, near airport.
Quit talking out of your ass, Josh. CSGO is popular on the merit of its superior gameplay and mechanics. It took what was great from CS 1.6 and CS Source, fixed what wasn't, and made a truly wonderful successor to the legacy of 1.6. Oh, and the graphics too. Did I mention too that the animations are more fluid and realistic?
Valorant just offers a different approach to its animations and graphics. Not every game needs to look realistic, Arnold. And the gameplay is fundamentally the same when you look at it too. You might have a point on the technical side of its graphics, but the artistic style more than holds it up together, and almost any PC can run it.
Yeah, I've looked at it all right. And all I see is a game that takes both core gameplay elements from CS and Overwatch and somehow does it worse in every way possible. The movement is slow as fuck even with the knife. Physics are dog shit and pale in comparison to the superiority of the Source engine. The abilities are nothing more than glorified variations of CSGO equipment. It's a casual game for people who couldn't hack it in CSGO. In fact, the best CSGO players often trump the best Valorant players when they play their own game.
That's a huge call there, Arnold. You should remember too that some of those CSGO players have considered transitioning to Valorant, because they know it, and I know it, that the CSGO competitive scene is going nowhere. But you can keep denying it to your heart's content if you wish.
The competitive scene of CS has stood the test of time, regardless of the Europeans' dominance, which has historically been the case since the old days. But CSGO is still getting new and promising players all the time, while Valorant keeps getting more washed-up pros and players past their prime, as well as kids that think popularity constitutes a great multiplayer game.
That's an L-take. Arnold. CS has just had its time. It was a great time, I'll admit. But Valorant is just the next logical step. It's been nearly 3 years, and it's already evolving into a more complex game over time with additional agents, abilities, and perhaps even weapons. Valorant is the first game to give CSGO a run for its money. Its gameplay has all the potential to grow into an even more sophisticated and complex game than CSGO ever was.
Holy shit, Josh. You're comparing a half-baked experiment like Valorant to something that's already been perfected. CSGO has the grace of the Source engine's capabilities, way more maps and weapons, and I haven't even mentioned the Steam Workshop and the custom servers, which offer limitless hours of content. And what does Valorant have? No custom servers, a bare-bones arsenal of weapons, a pathetic selection of maps. And the only differences between the team opposition are the color that surrounds the teammates. How fucking lazy is that?
You're not being fair here, Arnold. Valorant hasn't been around anywhere near as long as CSGO. The slow and carefully considered progression of new agents and content is something that can't be rushed here. And there's no reason to suggest that Valorant can't have custom servers with different modes. Riot just hasn't been able to figure it out yet. The team opposition being the same agents is in direct correlation of the game's story. The smaller selection of weapons saves time fretting over the same variations of weapons that CSGO had. You're also forgetting the fact that not every ability is a utility item either. Try playing Yoru or Omen sometime and see if your argument still holds up.
Those abilities are like a fart in the wind. Just when the game finally speeds its pace, it goes right back to the same inferior, slow, and contrived gameplay that is a mimicry compared to the refinement of CSGO's gunplay and mechanics. Also, the store in Valorant is the biggest abomination I have ever seen. Having to wait around for anything decent does nothing but waste my time when I can just buy the skin I want in seconds within the Steam marketplace.
You could say the same for equipment usage in CSGO. They have limited use and exist only to move things forward and cause a shift in the game plan. Valorant is no different here. I have my reservations about the skin store too, but the selections are often quite nice, and honestly the skins are far more superior. CSGO's skins for the most part are just that, skins. Whereas the Valorant skins have entirely new aesthetics and animations, giving you more incentive to get one when you want a bit more flair in your game sessions. Also, the knives are way cheaper too, so have fun wailing for an overpriced butterfly knife in the Steam marketplace, you stupid fuck.
I guess someone hasn't heard of cases. And the knife skins are a prestige of a veteran CSGO player. Unlike Valorant, you can actually make money off of skins and even design your own, something that Riot doesn't allow because they don't believe in a free marketplace. CSGO also has different animations, but it doesn't need to go up its own ass like the way Valorant does.
You don't know that Riot haven't considered the possibility. Valorant is a long-term game with a bright future. It's this generation's CS, whether you like it or not. I don't deny that CSGO is a great game. It's better than most of the other free-to-play garbage I've played, at least. But Valorant is a game I enjoy more. And it's only going to get better, while CSGO is going to be a game that's frozen in time until Valve finally decide to make a new one in the next 50 years.
Whatever, Josh, have fun with Gen Z Go for all I care. Valorant is a mid-tier 2009 free-to-play shooter at best. If its aim is to evolve, then it should have been more dynamic in its movement and gunplay alone. Just look at Rainbow Six Siege or Warzone to see my point. CSGO has already perfected the traditional game. We don't need another game like Valorant setting a standard that's considerably worse. Anyway, I'm out, bitch. Enjoy losing another competitive game to South Korea.
Fuck you, Arnold. Have fun being fucked by Eastern European players and face it, and going to the airport with a sore asshole, you butthurt crybaby.